I bought two flavors of JB Weld here. This is a two-part epoxy. Mix some from each of these tubes. Mix them together. Put it on. This is a mix with your fingers. Just roll it like this, and it does the whatever it does. It does the mixing for you right in the whatever you squeeze out of this. These are the twist sockets. Use this end, Bob. Even has a little thing that says open. Alright. So, we're back inside the ranchero. We're going to see if it'll do a cold start. Nope, and that's the noise it makes. It's not as easy as it looks getting these in those tight little spaces. We're going to give it a shot. Before the snow comes, I'm going to have these stuck on there. Hopefully for real. Alright, the first one was easy. It's that guy right there. I got the top sanded. Has an indent in the bolt. So I tried to sand that. The second one's not so easy. Couple bolts on top of these nuts, or a couple nuts on top of these bolts. Let's see what happens. Hurry up. Can't forget my favorite block. The log with the handle. The rules said break out some grease and wax remover just to make it easier for the JB Weld to stick to. Now, after crawling under here without the tire on, it looks like I can get to those bolts with the welder. Problem is finding a good ground. Because what I learned from that windmill was it was a bad ground that caused that tail of the windmill to fall off. At least I think that was the problem. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to find me a couple nuts to put the JB Weld on and stick them to these old bolts. My plan is to stick it inside these and stick this up to there. It should stick after a little bit, and then I'll be able to let go of this one and put the other one on. Where'd you go? I ripped off a big old chunk. I just want to mix these together till they become a uniform color. And after that, I'm going to stick them inside those nuts and stick those nuts to the bolts that are in there. I'm going to let them hang out all through the snowstorm. It should last like 2 days. And then I'll come back with the wrench and see how my luck holds out. Alright. It's not going as easy as I thought. Getting it to stick there or stay there. I guess I just let go of it too soon. But it sticks inside the nut pretty good. So I'm going to try a new one. I got one of them up there. I am going to try to put some on the edge and spread it over to the bolt and still leave myself enough room to get a wrench on there. Because I'm not sure if it's going to hold the way it's going. But let's go for another try. Alright, both of them are stuck to there. That's the good looking one. The other one, not so good. I really got a feeling I'm gonna be bringing out the welder. But I think once I find a good ground, I should be good. But we're gonna give this a try. I used almost that whole entire tube to get these on there. And if you touch them, they'll just fall off. The way this one stuck was hold it for 60 seconds before you even move. Got a snowstorm to sit through, and hopefully I can get my starter off after that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Place your bets. Is the JB Weld gonna hold? Did I put my JB Weld on those bolts poorly? We're about to find out. We'll grab a wrench and crawl under the Ranchero and see what happens. And not to keep you in suspense, they twisted right off. I could have twisted those off with my fingers instead of using the wrench. So, answer is no. I'm going to try again with the smaller wrench, try to get those bolts off. Otherwise, I'm going to head downstairs, get the welder, and try to find a good ground and weld these things up. So here's the deal with these. Hopefully that fan in the background ain't making too much noise. But you can see where the bolt wrapped around on there and did some stuff. Now when you look at this guy close up, you know, there really wasn't much that JB Weld could hang on to on the front of this. But some of these, they did have some stuff going around the bolt where it was hooked on the sides, but it just peeled off with my finger. Now one of the things, if you plan to use this, because you don't have a welder, can't afford one, I say get a bolt or a nut that would fit over this existing one. And that way, the way this JB Weld did really good at sticking inside here, this nut would be on top of there, and that would all be filled with JB Weld, and then maybe it would work, but I'm not sure. The other point is, this did not come off because of the JB Weld. You can see its edges are just rounded off. I actually got lucky, and there was I think it was this edge here right there, and on the other side right there, that I was able to get a wrench on those two edges and get this off. What's up next is the welder. I tried to get the welder under that car. There's not enough room. I can't get that car up high enough to get in there and weld. I can barely fit under that car wearing my mask. And then I can't move my head, can't look around. I have to be in that one spot where it fits. What we're going to do next is something called a twist socket. You can see a twisty part in there, and the object is, take this guy, you put him on top, and you get a hammer, and you bang it on there. It's not got that much space. And this thing will cut new grooves into your bolt. Now this is the same size as that head, which is really good. So I'm going to have trouble. It's a tight spot where I want to go to even get this part to fit in there. I might have to use the next smaller one, which is a 12 millimeter. That might be a better bet for me. And just bang it with the hammer. Hopefully this will work for me. I only got one bolt left on the starter because there's the lower bolt. This is the top bolt. I'm gonna go out there and try that now. Good luck. Let's hope it turns out way better than this. Alright, we have a winner. And that's these twist nuts. You see, I got it on there kind of crooked. There really wasn't that much space to swing that hammer in there to get it on straight. Or I'm just bad at using a hammer. Either way, it took it off. I had a little trouble with using a socket, but I switched to a wrench and went to this outer edge here, and it started to spin. I had to hit that wrench with a hammer a couple times, but it started to spin, and it's out. And there's the starter that no longer wanted to work for me. So hopefully the one that I bought a long time ago doesn't mind that I just dropped it on the cement. And it should work much better. Hope they're the same. Close enough, eh? You see, those bolts line up? Yeah. Alright. So we got one last thing. When the other guy put this in, he put one bolt this way and one bolt that way. And I was kind of worried about that bolt the whole time, as I was spinning it the right way or not. But the one he put in here, can you see that? Should it go out in the sun? Let me zoom in. Focus, buddy. Alright. I don't see any threads in there. So that bolt he put going in this way was really doing nothing. Which makes me wonder why it was so hard to get out. There's it going. It is threaded into there, but it stops there. I do kind of see something, but that's what I just put there. Anyway, new starter. Check mounting bolt. Cool. I want some of those, because these aren't going to work for me. You can tell they're all boogered up. Alright. Alright, these are my mini tries with the JB Weld. You can see it was wrapped around the nut that was on there. And they just fell off. Sometimes I could just twist them off with my fingers. This is a nut extractor socket. Got it on there crooked, and then I have to bang it off with a hammer, stick it in a vise or something. Or put something down in here and hit it with a hammer to get it to pop out. This worked great. Called twist sockets or nut extractor sockets. Bought a kit. It was like 35 bucks or something. So this is the winner. Plain and clear. Especially for me, this worked great for removing a rounded off bolts. Nothing else would get that out. So yay for the twist socket, the nut extractor, yay. Boo on the JB Weld. These are the twist sockets.